Alfonso watched with alarm as the combined Christian-Moorish forces of the Cid gained power and prestige. Finally, he could stand it no longer, and sent his own army against Motamid's Moors at Zaragoza. As much as he would have liked to come to the assistance of his friend Motamid, the Cid could not draw steel against King Alfonso, as he was still the Cid's rightful lord. Since the Cid could not assist him, Motamid was forced to seek help elsewhere. When he contacted the Almoravid Berbers who lived beyond the sea in Gibraltar, however, he received more than he bargained for. These veiled religious zealots waged a continuous jihad across the barren dunes of the Sahara. Their leader, the fanatical Yusuf, who never showed his face, immediately prepared to cross the ocean into Spain with thousands of men and camels. King Alfonso's army was certain to crumble beneath this new wave of invaders.
Hurry, my Cid! King Alfonso's forces are deep in Moorish territory and are horribly outnumbered. This way! Hurry!
Rodrigo, if you have any loyalty left, you will save me from the Moors. Please, cover my retreat to my camp to the west. The second wave of marauders. We must flee! Thank you, Rodrigo. Now, you must lead my army against Yusuf and his Black Guards. If you can destroy all of their docks, they will be unable to transport soldiers across the Strait of Gibraltar and must postpone their invasion of Spain.
نعم حسنا صحيح سيادة سمك سيادة سمك أمر حطابة نعم بناءة سأفعل بناءة أمر حطابة
هجوم
Elcid soldiers, please do not destroy our place of worship. Instead, summon the Cid to us that we may speak with him. You are most tolerant, my Cid. Take our mosque under your protection by sending a holy man to convert it, and, though I should not, I will help you to defeat Yusuf and his blackguards.
نعم سأفعل
Our thanks, my Cid. I feel free to help you because I have foreseen your victory. I seek only to bring the bloodshed to a swift close. The transports are the key. Destroy the Blackguard Navy's transports and you will effectively cripple the arrival of the reinforcements. Also, elcid, if you should wish to leave a holy man here at the mosque, we will teach him all that we know.
We're halfway through the Blackguard Navy's docks, and halfway to stopping the advance of Yusuf's invasion.
You have done it, my Cid. Without his transports, Yusuf will have to call off his invasion.
Alfonso needed only have mentioned that Spain was in jeopardy, and the Cid would have come. And when the Cid did finally come to his king's aid, the Berbers were crushed, and their leader Yusuf was forced to flee back to Africa. The Cid bowed to Alfonso, ready to return to his rightful place as the king's champion. But King Alfonso was angered that the Cid had not arrived sooner and ordered him to return to his exile. This time, he seized the Cid's wife and children. Many long years did I rot in the dungeons of Castile. Was in exile again, and this time there were no more Moors to welcome him in. He wandered the bleak rocks of Castile, and wondered if his tale was finally at an end. And yet, a remarkable thing happened. Many mercenaries and knights knew of the tales of the Cid, and were eager to follow him, even without a castle. As the Cid wandered further south, more men, Christian and Muslim, joined his army. Eventually, the Cid had a large enough force to carve out a fiefdom of his own. King Alfonso had set his sights on beautiful Valencia, the jewel of the Moorish coast, but the Cid was closer and could get there sooner. If he conquered Valencia, the Cid would have protection not only from the machinations of Alfonso, but also a bulwark against the inevitable second invasion of Yusuf and the Berbers. Events would have unfolded simply then, had not our old enemy, Count Berenguer of Barcelona, picked that moment to strike back at the Cid.
It is the one they call the Cid. If we bring his head, Count Berenguer will be most pleased.
You are welcome here, my Cid. We will follow your commands if you can help defend us from Count Berenguer.
Sí, de grado. Voy. Agora.
Berenguer is attacking! Ours is but a peaceful village. We cannot defend ourselves. We should flee south across the river.
Voy.
Servidora. Presto.
Voy.
It is the Cid! Finally have we found a lord worthy of our service.
Mande. Plazme.
The Cid will lead us to victory against Count Berenguer.
Voy. De grado.
It is elcid, Campeador. We will throw down our nets and follow him to Valencia.
Welcome, elcid, to Valencia. We have suffered much in this war, but those days are past. We know that you will restore the city to its former glory. Elcid Campeador.
We claim Valencia in the name of King Alfonso. Turn back at once.
Presto.
Lumber is hard to come by in these parts. We will try to give you what we can.
we have heard of the Cid's piety and would humbly join his service.
Boy, agora, degrado, plasma, agora. Boy, plasma, degrado, boy, agora, boy, degrado, plasma. Servidor, degrado, plasma. Boy, plasma, degrado, agora. Presto, agora, degrado, boy, agora. Mande, plasma. Presto, degrado, mande, degrado, boy. Servidor. Sí, boy, agora, plasma. Boy, agora, degrado. Degrado, agora, boy. Servidor, plasma. Sí. Presto. Boy. ¿Mande? Boy, agora, degrado. Mandela, degrado, boy. Agora, plasma, boy, agora. Agora, degrado. Mande, plasma. Sí, degrado. Degrado, agora, plasma. Degrado, boy. Degrado, boy. Plasma. Agora, boy. Degrado, agora, plasma. Degrado, plasma, boy. Servidor. Sí, agora, agora. Degrado, agora.
Construir, construir.
By defending
Sí,
our
plasma,
wonder,
agora.
the Cid
Boy.
has helped to put Valencia on the map. Viva el Cid!
Servidor, degrado. Presto, plasma, boy.
Mande?
How abundant the orange groves and olive trees seemed to the conquerors who had come from bleak Castile. Valencia was a tropical paradise, complete with palm trees, a silk market, and abundant fish and waterfowl. After the Cid had secured the castle and saw to the defenses of the city, he sent for me and the children. Our reunion took place on the highest tower of the castle, before a sea that consumed the entire horizon. We turned Valencia into our own kingdom, uniting 8,000 Christian and 20,000 Moorish soldiers. It was the greatest of the Cid's accomplishments to date. We were far away from the reach of King Alfonso, and Count Berenguer himself was safely locked in Valencia's dungeons. In time, he would be ransomed, and one of our daughters married to his nephew and heir, to ward against future conflicts. If only the tale of the Cid had ended there, beneath the Valencian sunsets, but it was not to be. Valencia lay right in the path of the advancing horde of the frenzied Yusuf and his Berber warriors. We were trapped and alone in our kingdom of Valencia. The Cid immediately sent out messages for potential allies, but there were few to be found. The Christian kingdom of Aragon was too far away, and King Alfonso of Castile seemed in no hurry to come to the Cid's defense. Even the Cid's old ally, Motamid the Moor, was of no avail. Yusuf had sent him into exile in the Sahara Desert, where he spent the rest of his sad days composing poetry. The Berbers rode around the city for 10 days and nights, shrieking and banging their weapons on shields made of hippopotamus hide. But the Cid comforted his troops, prayed, and planned a counterattack. And then the unthinkable happened. During a brilliant surprise attack to capture gold and horses from the Berbers, Rodrigo Diaz, my Cid was shot by a stray arrow. The surprise attack became a rout, and the Cid's men barely made it back to the castle with his broken body. Rodrigo and I knew he would not last the night. But we also knew that without their Cid to lead them, the soldiers of Valencia would never have the strength to stand against the Berbers. So as he breathed his last breath, I strapped my husband onto his horse, Babieca, and placed his sword Tizon in his hand. Babieca stood out above the city of Valencia. My one hope was that the men would not realize the charade. Realize that their Cid was already dead. My poor Rodrigo! 'Tis only his horse who lives. But the men must not find out, or they will never have the courage to face Yusuf.
¿Sí? Mande. Presto. Sí. Guerra. Agora. Mande. Presto. De grado. Sí. ¡Hey! Mande. Agora. Voy. Presto. A ellos. Mande. De grado. Presto. Presto. Santiago. Mande. Guerra. Presto. ¡Hey! Santiago. Guerra. Sí. De grado. Mande. Sí. Agora. Presto. ¡Hey! Mande. Presto. ¡Hey! Servidor. Construir. 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 Presto. Construir. Presto, plazme, remandar. Voy. Presto, agora. Sí.
Plazme. Voy. Construir.
Servidor.
Excavar.
twilight of Moorish Spain. The Berber army had been broken, and Valencia withstood the siege. King Alfonso would not allow us to bury the Cid until he could personally attend the funeral. When he arrived, he dispelled all thoughts of interring the Cid into the earth. Instead, the Cid's body was preserved and placed near the altar of the church, seated on an ivory stool that he had captured from the Moors, clothed in precious silk, and holding his sword, Tizón, in his left hand. And who was left to rule in Valencia? King Alfonso of Castile or Count Berenguer of Barcelona? No. Valencia is mine. It is I, Jimena Diez, who claims rulership of my dead husband's kingdom. And if the Berbers return to Valencia, it is I whom they shall find commanding the soldiers of Rodrigo Diez, el Cid Campeador.